Alright guys, Big Dan here with Big Dan's original barbecue sauce and seasonings. We're going to do a little griddle action today. It's been cold out, so we'll take advantage of this nice day to make a smoked pork loin sandwich. I'll fire up my griddle, let it warm up, we'll clean it up. After it gets warm, get you a good scraper and get all these little pieces of burn up stuff and stuff that was left over from last time. I usually keep it pretty clean, but there's always a few little pieces here and there we need to get rid of. So we're going to scrape and get all that bad stuff off of there. Now I'm going to squirt a little water on here. What that does is create a little steam, so any of the pieces that don't want to come up with the scraper, it'll loosen those up so it won't be too hard to get. Now I'll take a towel and dry it all off. Remember, get all these edges, especially those corners. Now we've got all the bad stuff off of there. I'm going to give it another seasoning. I'll take my squirt bottle here full of corn oil and coat the whole thing. We'll let that heat up real good. After your oil is heated up, take another paper towel, and now we're not trying to get rid of the oil, we're just putting it on smooth and easy, nice and even. Then that paper towel will soak up any excess. Alright. I'll take my spatula with one more paper towel and just get these corners and these grooves one more once over. Make sure there's no bad stuff in there that's going to get in our food. Key to good food's a nice clean griddle. Look how nice and black that is. Alright, now we're ready to cook. We'll turn it down on low. Let it come up to a nice even temperature. I've got my melting pot here with a stick of butter, unsalted. I'm going to add just a little bit of this all-purpose seasoning. You're going to see a theme. This goes on everything. Once my butter melted, I'm going to take and mix it up real good and make that seasoning go all throughout. I'll add a little bit of fresh oil down in the middle here now. And just a little bit of this butter. What you're going to see is it's going to come out kind of white looking. Where I mixed it up, that's where the milk fat is mixed in with the butter. That's what I want. We'll talk about that later. Now I'm going to put down about a half a red onion and a quarter cup of pickled jalapeno. Back with the AP. It's a good mix of salt, pepper, garlic, little onion. Great flavor. Get that mixed in good and start cooking. I love using two spatulas. The two-handed method to me is really the only way to cook on these griddles. You might see me show up at Benihana one of these days. Alright, let's let her cook. Alright, let's put a little bit more oil on there. Just eyeball it. You can tell when it needs more. Give these a stir, see what we got. Boy, it smells good. Nothing much smells better than cooking onions. Go back, add a little bit more oil. Like I said, you can tell when it needs it. You don't want it to get dry. Give these a good stir. You don't want to get too brown. We're just looking for these to get nice and soft. Now I'm going to stir my butter again. Now remember what I said. You want to get those milk fats mixed back in if you want that flavor. And right now I do. Lay out a good little pile of butter here. Got a real nice sub roll here. It's going to soak up all this good butter. Get golden brown. Just like you like it. I have kind of a sixth sense when toasting bread. You just get a feeling when you think it might be ready. Let's give these onions another stir and see what we got. Oh yeah. Look here, boys. That's what you want to see. Delicious. Look at here. Buttery, toasted. Man, it's going to be good. Work these onions around a little bit more. Alright, if you watch, I did not stir. And what you see now, that's clarified butter. All your fats will settle down to the bottom of the melting pot, and that's what I want. Now I'm going to add 2 sliced Roma tomatoes. These are the best tomatoes to cook with. It's a paste tomato. They do real good on a griddle. Add lots of flavor. You guessed it, back with the AP. Season every layer of the dish. This is going to be good. Alright, now we're going to give these guys a flip. We're not really looking for color. We just want them to get nice and soft. Almost makes like a tomato sauce right there on your sandwich. Boy, these look good. Smell good too. Tomatoes, onions, jalapenos. Man, you can't beat it. If you don't like jalapenos, put green peppers. Anything you like. This is just the way I'm doing it today. We're going to mix all these vegetables together. Move them over here out of the way. I'm going to turn this burner off because I'm done cooking on this side. Won't stop cooking. It just won't be quite as hot. And now we're going to get these sub rolls ready. Don't they look good? I'm going to start off with a good slather of Duke's mayonnaise. Once we get that mayonnaise on there, we're going to hit it with the Bethpage butt rub. This is what I put on my Boston butts when I make barbecue. But man, it's good on anything. We're going to sprinkle a good heavy coat right there on the mayonnaise and let that set up and kind of sweat in while we're fixing up the rest of our sandwich. Here I've got some super thin pork loin that I smoked. It's about an 1/8 inch thick. About like deli meat. We're going to layer these one on top of each other. About the size of what our sub roll is when it's open. We're going to make 2 of these today. So I'm going to lay these down till they're right about the length of my roll. The way you got meat in every bite. Now we're not trying to cook these. They're cooked to perfection. We just want to leave them on here long enough to get warm. I'm going to add 2 big pieces of white American cheese, because anytime you get a chance to do something American, you take it. Alright. We're going to separate these veggies 2 equal portions and pile them right on top of the cheese. That's going to help that melt, get us going. It's also going to kind of create some steam, so from the bottom of the meat to the top of the vegetables, this cheese will melt pretty quickly. Alright, now we're just going to top this pile up with good old sub rolls. Nice, crispy, buttery, with that Bethpage butt rub and the Duke's mayonnaise. Let that sit there just a second, not long at all. Now get your tools. This is why you work two-handed. I just about scooped all the innards out of this one. There we go. Right on the plate. Look at that. The 2-hand job. That is perfect. Alright, let's get them to the cutting board. Well, first, always clean up while everything's hot and fresh. Don't leave it for the next day or you'll regret it. Take care of your tools. Take care of your griddles, your grills, your smokers. They'll take care of you. Alright, we're done here. Look at what we got. Isn't that pretty? I can't wait. I'm going to fold this guy over. So we got cheese and vegetables on each side. A nice thick pile of meat right in the middle. We'll give this guy a cut right down the center and see what we got. Man, I can't believe how good this smells. Look at that. Alright, boys, I'm digging in. Man, that's good. Wow. Man, it hits every taste bud, even some I didn't know I had. Guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Come back and see me again.